Sexpot Comedy, collaborative, community-driven comedy from Denver, Colorado. Now and then, here and there, and always at sexpotcomedy.com.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Talkin Shop here on a snowy day in Denver, Colorado at the beautiful Mutiny Info Cafe. This is normally where I tell people to clap for Matt and Sexpot Comedy and all that. But it's, like I said, it's a snowy day. Thank you, Wally. Wally believes. Wally, trustful and faithful Steve of this show. I am your host and creator of this monstrosity, Anthony Crawford. And this is the most selfish thing I've ever created in my life. I can't believe people like it, but cool. I created this for the sole purpose of one day picking the brains of Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. But until I get to that moment, hey, man, I get the best people I can get my hands on today. By no means is that an exception to the rule. Now, that
is how you start a show, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, well done.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where do I want to go with today for the advice? Here's some. One thing that's been bugging me lately that I've been seeing a lot lately at Mike's is the lack of young comics going up. It's cool that they're there, but they don't go up simply because they don't have anything new. But you're new. Like there's nothing that old that you have really outgrown. You know what I mean? Like, hey, go back to one of them jokes that you first started bombing with and try to tweak that one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I promise it's not finished.
It's not done. You did not swing for the fences on this one. It is a bunt at best. You know, so like don't be afraid to go back and figure out those old punchlines. I do it all the time. One of the jokes I'm working on right now is like 9 years old. The premise is like 9 years old, and it's just now getting laughs. Thank God. But I never throw a joke away, man, and you shouldn't either.
I still work jokes that I've already burned on albums.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I liked them enough to do them long enough to get them to the point where I felt like I could put them on, you know, an album or... So the thoughts still bounce around in my head, and I like working on them. And if I figure out something that, I get mad at myself for missing the point for 10 years, telling the joke wrong. But I don't. It's still if it works better, and I can never stop working on stuff. Really, I mean, usually I don't if I put it on an album, but there's a couple that I still just enjoy the whatever device and the way that the joke, it's always been funnier to me than ever a crowd ever anywhere.
Yeah, man. And so never throw a joke away. Keep working on it. That's one little thing I wanted to touch on.
Also, young comics, people ever ask I always just tell people, how long did it take you to be comfortable on a PA system? Right? Like you ever, hilarious comic Amir K. Yeah. He's on Mad TV, the new season. He has this hilarious bit about people that don't know how to use mics at weddings, and they'll like get up there and they'll be like, "Hey, I've always known get closer to the mic, get closer to the mic," and it's like that is, I think it's not just like knowing how to use the PA, but also like getting comfortable with commanding a room with, the speakers and the distance from the mic. I mean, just
how close to stand to the speaker.
How to use the light. You know, how to be seen on stage. I mean, honestly, this is stuff that takes you like sometimes. I mean, look, comedy's hard. I'm real slow. Most of my advice is going to come from me having taken it 3 to 4 times as long as it should have to figure something out. But really, like, don't worry about if you don't have new material. I mean, don't make yes, I get it. It does suck when everybody rolls their eyes because somebody's doing the same stuff that they've been doing for 2 years or 3 years.
We all know them.
We all know them, but at the same time, like, that's not what I think. That's not what's maybe keeping a bunch of. So then don't do material if you've been doing the same. Just go up there and tell a story from your day. Like, maybe don't use up your whole 5 minutes. Maybe don't use up your whole 7 minutes. Just go up there, tell a story. Don't feel like you have to get laughs. Yeah. Don't subject yourself to the expectations, just of stand-up comedy, because there are expectations. That's why stand-up comedy is hard. You're supposed to be funny, and you should be funny. But if you're just trying to get reps in, and those are very important, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Maybe do a couple of the jokes you've been doing, then tell a story from the day and get the fuck off stage.
I think you touched on something that I think a lot of open micers genuinely don't know. Yeah, when you go to open mics, you might have 4 or 5, or if you're in New York or LA, 2 in some spots. But you don't have to fill that time at an open mic. You can do 30 seconds and get the hell off the stage. It's not. You're just going to work on jokes. If you only got one joke to work on, bye.
Yeah, or I mean,
or talk your way to another one.
There's certain, talking about the room is a real neat trick. I mean, if you ever are on like a one-nighter somewhere and you want to get you just want to start off with a good laugh, this is just everybody. I mean, it's, maybe everybody doesn't know, but like talking about the room is a real neat trick. It's maybe not the most ambitious as far as writing or being a comic, but at the same time, sometimes you just want to get the room on your side so that you can sell them the material that you want to sell them. So like maybe exercise that muscle, maybe just go up there and talk shit on the fucking file cabinet in the corner. Trust me, there's so much to learn doing stand-up comedy.
It's an ocean.
You can always be productive with a set as opposed to not going up.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the voice you have been hearing is out of towner, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from L.A. We got Nate Craig in here, man. Really appreciate you doing this, man.
All the way up the hill. All the way up the hill from L.A. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me, Anthony.
Yeah, man. He'll be performing at the Buck Theater later on tonight.
No.
Comedy Room. I heard y'all say something about the Bug earlier.
Yeah.
Great place. But Comedy Room, that's where he'll be tonight, even though most of y'all won't hear this until tomorrow unless 3 of y'all are looking
Facebook Live.
This has been a Sexpot Comedy Joint, collaborative, community-driven comedy produced by Andy Jewett and Kayvon Khalidvari. Headquartered in Denver, Colorado, with technical support from Isaac Miller. Every day at sexpotcomedy.com or at a show near you. Until next time, be well, friends.